Loud. How many people in this room have been accused of being entitled, or heard others of your peer group, some older than you, some younger, accused of being the entitled generation? Just a show of hands, real quickly. I've always thought that was really funny. I mean, when they say it, they think that we go into a Starbucks and we want free frappuccinos. But it kind of has this edge to it. Like, we want more than we've earned. We are entitled to things that we don't deserve. When I was 9 years old, one of my peers did a presentation on the dangers of global climate change. She put a Lego set, a small town, inside of a tub and poured a little bit of water in at a time. The water level rose, and eventually the entire Lego city was drowned, with small figurines floating all over the place. A true tragedy. Now, as cute and as whimsical as this scene may seem, it's also kind of tragic. 10 years ago, when I was 9 years old, 9-year-olds knew about the dangers of global climate change. 9-year-olds! And in 10 years, what has been done? In 10 years, the Great Coral Reef, the Great Barrier Reef off of Australia has been declared dead. In 10 years, we've had no major action to stop the increase of carbon dioxide being released in the atmosphere. In 10 years, the Earth has continued to warm and millions have been displaced. In 10 years, what have we achieved? So yes, I do think we're entitled. I think that 9-year-old was entitled to grow up in a world that he was certain he could grow old in. I think that he was entitled to a future that is green, that is bright, that is prosperous. I think that that 9-year-old boy who's standing here today is entitled. And I'm not the first one to think this.
You're here.
Thomas Jefferson, when he wrote the Declaration of Independence, spoke and wrote some profound words. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal and are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We are entitled to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But how can we live on a dying planet? How can we be free when we are slaves to fossil fuels? And how can we pursue happiness when every moment of our future may be in doubt? Yes, we are entitled. I have no animosity towards the leaders who have been fighting this fight for decades, some of which are sitting behind me. I have no anger towards anyone who has been fighting this battle and has been watching us lose so far. Because if it weren't for them, if it weren't for their courage, I could not stand here today, and I could not be fighting for what I believe in. So let's hear it for all those who fought before us, who fought for our future before we could fight for ourselves.
Yeah!
Where we are is dark. It's not the most beautiful place to be. As I mentioned, some of these figures, these facts, are depressing. After all, with the Great Barrier Reef being declared dead, it's hard to see a bright future, a future that has a place for us, for natural beauty. But this isn't only a fight that we must win. It's also a fight that we can win. Today, of those younger than 30, 72% believe that climate change is man-made. That's more than double the age group over 60 and what they believe. Today, in India, it is cheaper to build more solar farms than it is to continue digging up coal and burning it in power plants. Today, China has become the largest international investor in solar fields, and India just released the largest solar field in the world, producing power for millions. We are on the winning side. We are making progress, and we are making change. So this isn't just a fight that we must win, it's a fight we can win. And so long as we join together, so long as we stand up, speak up, and fight, it's a fight we will win. Because this is our future. I see the fire in your eyes, I hear it burning in your hearts, and I know you will fight with everything you have, and I know we will win. Yeah. Woo! So as I step off to give the stage to much more profound and renowned speakers than myself, I challenge all of you to attend more rallies, to demand more justice, to look to our own administration and ask that they stop selling to the merchants of death and instead support us, their students. I ask that you keep fighting this fight and you keep standing up, because together I know we can do it. Thank you.